Hello everyone, welcome on back to Monet Farms. Well, it's a new month, so you can see we're, mostly back at the actual farm finally again. Then I have a couple things packed next to the sorghum field, which I think should mainly be ready next month. Most of it, maybe. The peas looks like that'll be ready next month. This, maybe half the field. I might start on the half the field or something too, honestly. But I got this filled up with liquid fertilizer so we can get this set off. In this field, get this, finally get the second layer of fertilizer on it. Since this will be the quickest field to be ready out of all of the fields that are growing and haven't had any fertilizer on them yet. Second layer. I think that one would be the second one, I think. Of course, today we're going to be starting our forestry business, if you will. Kind of just makes the most sense of what we really can do. Set that off. So let's go to this semi first. I don't know how many loads we'll end up getting, so I think I might rent everything, because it might only be a month or two. Otherwise, we're going to be doing a lot of harvesting. Where are the trailers? I was going to use the low loader for the container. I was going to use one of these containers instead. I don't know. It's a part of the Platinum Edition. I really didn't use much from that, so it's kind of an opportunity to do that. I really don't know which one of these to get, so I think I'm just going to get this one. I don't know. How much is it to lease? 1,500. I mean, yeah, the daily cost and everything, it would be far cheaper to rent this for, even if we keep it for 2 months, let's say, it'd be far cheaper just to rent it. And the forestry, because I did have to do a little quick test to try to make sure things were working. I did get the beavernator in here if you wanted to try that. Probably won't, but someday I do want to try this. The old beavernator. I was going to use this one. Main reason, it can handle a little bit larger trees. So we will lease that per work day. Yeah, it'd be definitely cheaper to rent that as well than buying anything. And I need to sell the oat field, $290,000. And we'll buy the forest for $182,000. Of course, we get to sell it. So we have to get this stuff sent out there. We can at least hopefully get 2 containers full. I think that would be quite successful for us. I actually had to obviously test to make sure we had a place to sell everything and everything. We do. We do. It's at the Swift Market, so at least that's where I found it sold. And I believe it'll sell the whole container when you go to sell. It might give you the price back, maybe. Like I said, I don't do much with the premium or platinum edition stuff yet, so let's have this sent. Have a worker bring it down this direction. Of course, the machine that we need to actually cut the logs down with. Let's change the cut length to 12 meters. That's what the container can handle. I haven't done much with much for forestry really outside of chainsaw. That's about it. So this is gonna be a little bit something new for me. We'll see how much we like it. I have to do it more in the future. Never know. And we're finally here. We still have quite a ways to go into the actual forest, though. Worker made it a little while ago. Probably helps that they, go about 45 miles an hour faster than this. I think might go across that bridge, maybe? Maybe we'll start over there. I don't know if we're going to take out, obviously, all of the trees, but I think if we get another, a good container or 2, maybe 3 out today, that would be fantastic. I'm not sure how much they're worth per container, but, $100,000, that would be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, maybe we'll cut some trees out of there on the next time we're cutting them. Make it a little bit easier to get in here. I don't think that'll be too much in the way. Let's check on the sprayer before we get too far. Sprayer's almost done. My plan is to probably cut a decent amount down and then we'll load them all up and just see if we need to grab more. Or if we need to, go and get them sold or anything. I really should just up my mouse sensitivity. That would probably help with this quite a bit. There we go. Try to get these moved away. Hopefully try not to get them into the pond either. Now one is going down there though. Let's try and load some of these up. I think I got too many laying down. Isn't gonna help, maneuvering around too much if you got a bunch laying down. Let's get that one in there. It would appear that it's gonna hold a lot though. We're not quite halfway even. Well, I suppose we do got a couple big trees here. And that one is in there. I think that's outside of these. We almost have a full load here already. That's a good sign. That I think we'll probably get 2 done today. Like I said, I haven't really decided if I'm going to keep everything here or should I return it. I don't know. It kind of depends if we're going to have more to do or not. Look at this one. It's fairly full already. This one's fairly long actually too. There we go. That one out of here. Yeah, I'm not sure why that auto cut line doesn't always come up, but is what it is. Well, it might honestly just be enough with this tree cut down to do that first one. Okay, this one's a fairly short one. I think a lot of the first ones we did were pretty big. This will probably almost load pull this up all the way. Oh. See if we get a small one in there, maybe? It's quite full. We'll see you grab this one. We can hold a little bit. I'm surprised it's not full yet. The sprayer's done on that one field. See how much has left. Maybe we can send it off to the next. I'm kind of surprised that thing's not full yet. Must hold quite a bit. Oh, this should fill up, though. I would think. Telling me that thing's not full yet. It looks pretty dang full. Put that in. Oh, it might be full. Yeah, it's full. Alright, well, we'll hop up here, close the doors. Yeah, 44,000 liters of wood in there, and let's hop to this. First of all, let's see, did it finish it all the way? Yeah. And it's about halfway. Looks like it might have got stuck on the fence, honestly. Let's send it right over to the soybean field, honestly. This field won't be ready next month. So if we wait a little bit to actually get the weeds sprayed, it shouldn't matter too much. Be interested to see how much money we're going to get from the first container of wood. I think we'll do at least one more. But like I said, I don't have much experience with cutting down the trees with the forestry equipment and stuff. So it's a work in progress. Definitely, I definitely can see why I know a lot of people are quite big fans of the Forestry in Farming Simulator. Definitely adds another element. You're not just, well, farming, you can do some forestry as well. Alright, so this might end up having issues with the power lines. That is possible. But we'll send them off. Hopefully they can go a decent amount. Alright, let's grab this. Get it brought to Swift Market. It's a lot easier coming out of here than it was going in. Actually, I think we own the trees right up here too, so we could cut some of those. I think you make more money from the larger trees, I believe. We definitely fill up a container a lot faster. Alright, almost at the Swift Market. We'll see how much the first one is worth. I don't think you have to do anything. 88,000, almost 89,000. So if we sell both, we'll get about what, $188,000? No, that math is off. It's $178,000, I think. So we'll have to load up one more container, and we'll get that one done today as well. 12 meters. Alright, I think we'll be able to make it from here. I haven't played a Euro Truck in quite some time, so I'm not too skilled with backing up semis anymore. I wasn't that great in Euro Truck before. Whoops. Right into the water. I need to play it again. It's been a while. Been quite some time. Probably well over a year at this point. Good game, though. Okay, let's probably try and grab a lot of these bigger ones first. Bigger tree should mean fill up thing faster, probably. We're only going to get maybe one more done here. Alright, let's try to get this away from us, not so it doesn't, you know, try to come after us. Now this time that line actually shows up. It's really random when it does show up. To be fair, all of my logging experience in Farming Simulator would have been like, what? Was it 17 when they added it? Or was it 15? Whichever time they added it, that would be all my logging experience in Farming Simulator. I did a little bit, not much though. I'm sure, you know, a lot of things have changed. Oh, that's the first time I've seen something about the worker. The tank is empty. Is the last field we need to do liquid fertilizer on, so I might look. See how much we have left. There's not too much. Yeah, there's a little bit left. I'm gonna just turn on them paying for it. I know it's gonna cost a lot of money, but I think they only have one more path they'll do. So it probably just makes the most sense. That cut. Oh. Multiple camera angles on this too, I noticed. Kind of wonder if the one would be easier. This one? Maybe, maybe not. Well, that's first one, like, immediate. We do still... Probably should have went a little bit lower on that stump, though. Would have made it a little bit easier, probably, in the future here. Probably grab this... Yeah, that one's way off the ground. Let's grab this one up here. That one. Get it pushed to the side. I don't want to get too much, because then if, you know, we can't overfill it. We might be able to put it on top of the container and just hope for the best, I guess. Let's go and grab this one here. Not even using that auto lineup right now. Come on, fall down. Probably grab this small one right here. Oh, smaller one, I should say. Weird part about this camera angle is you don't know which way your equipment is turned. Come on, out of here. Oh, this is a little bit longer of a tree, actually. Didn't realize that. Must be a different type, maybe? Yeah, I think the worker's done over here now. Yeah, I would call that probably pretty dang close to being done. I think. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit. They left a little bit here, too. It's not a huge deal. Not the end of the world. Well, we should probably start getting some of these loaded up, which I think I'm going to get that backed up a little bit more. Can get it off the bridge now, actually. Be nice. Next month we should have all of the spraying done. So we'll finally actually be able to get that returned, the sprayer. Not have that monthly cost we've had for the last couple months at this point. Oh. Again. But with this, selling this, we should have... We should easily finish with 1.8. Started with like 1.6, just under 1.6. So, not too bad. Every little bit counts, really, when it comes to this stuff. I'm going to try to pick up the bigger ones first. Make sure those go in over the smaller ones, which will technically decrease the amount of money. And I would like to make sure these finish. So we gotta make sure these... Gotta make sure the big ones go in first. I prefer to make sure the big ones actually sell. The small ones aren't as big of a deal. I wouldn't think, at least. Oh, that one was a little bit short. I think we'll need a couple more, it looks like, to finish this off, this container. Oh. Oh, granted, that one was pretty full, actually. That one went a decent amount. I think if we get all these small little tidbits filled up, we might be fine. Wrong length for container. Shocking, I know. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut more, it looks like. I think one more tree might do it. Maybe two. Probably depending on the size of the tree. Ooh, this big one right down here might do it. There's another log down here, looks like, too. Yeah. There's a log down here. This would actually probably do it, honestly. That looks pretty full. And there was a partial one in here? I think. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta have super strength active and just slowly move your cursor around until you find it. I'll see how full that is. Oh, it's not really close even. Kind of surprising. We really didn't make much damage to the forest. Not too much, at least. Oh. Well, dang. It's kind of fitting that's probably the last tree, too. Oh. Finally tipped it over out of all of the times. Probably shouldn't leave it running with it tipped. It's probably not good on it. I would think that would cause like the oil in the engine to kind of go towards one side, maybe run pistons dry, maybe. Is this full now? I would call that full. I don't think we're going to get much more in there without severely putting too much more on there. So let's get the forestry equipment. I don't know what these are called, I'll be honest. Forestry machines. I know I've seen them before, and it's always, you know, cool to see them. Just, like, trees are obviously very large. Just to see something completely just manhandle it, cut it down in perfect lengths. Well, it's not too much of a damage. Decent amount, but not too much. Out of the depths of the forest. We'll go and get this sold, and that'll be how we'll finish this month off. We didn't make as big of a gain financially as we did last month, obviously. Last month was kind of huge. What we probably brought in well over $1 million in 1 month. So it's kind of a pretty big month for us. But it's better than nothing. It's better than us just focusing on... better than us just focusing on doing the spraying ourselves. We're able to make, you know, $150,000, $160,000 once you figure in worker fees and rentals, you know, maybe a little bit less, but it's still well over $100,000 just, you know, cutting down some land, cutting down some trees. We'll be able to sell the forest again, because we did buy it during the series. Anything that we buy during the series we can sell at the end, but anything we started with we won't. So we'll have a lot of land actually to sell. So let's well, we'll sell that right at the end. It's always my rule of thumb, is if we started with it, we can't sell it at the end of the time. $86,000, so that brought us over $1.8 million. We will drop under 1.8 million once we go to the next month, though. Well, next month we'll be back into doing our normal, well, farming, I guess, not just doing some forestry. It's good money, though. It's definitely something that I think I would like to do more of in the future. But we'll see. I'm definitely not too skilled with it at the current moment, but I think I was starting to get a little bit better as I went. As with everything, though. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.